Hello everyone, it's me, Leah. I'm very sure you're excited to see one of these again, huh? So, I want to talk about the 2024 Royale High updates and whether or not they're actually good. Because I have some opinions on them I want to touch upon. However, I am going to say that I don't want to talk about Campus 4 because it's an alpha mode. And the Campus 4 we're seeing versus the Campus 4 that could be reality could be totally different. Yeah. So with all that out of the way, let's get started. Everfriend 2024. I can't really be saying much about all the updates except for the controversy because, well, for one, Everfriend 2024, I think it has one of the most aesthetically pleasing campuses to look at. And I personally really liked it. And along with that, we got some new dorm furniture. And we got a new Halo by Sheepy, of course. Everfriend 2024, the Halo that broke the economy. So, anyways, yeah, that was pretty much the whole entire update. There was some drama with Coleman, Haley, and Luca, but I'm pretty sure you already heard of it by now. You should probably go watch the video because I can't summarize it. Anyways, so yeah, Everfriend 2024, it was okay. It definitely did what the average update would do, but it didn't really deliver us anything crazy new. So yeah, that was Everfriend 2024. Now moving on to Flowering 2024. I think this is the only update where we got a set for spring. We still got a couple new Easter accessories or dewdrop or whatever they calling it now. We had this quote-unquote nature fairy class that was limited time, but it was really just the past Easter realm since 2021, which was fine, of course. They did add a couple new stuff like being able to be frozen randomly, but other than that, it was a good that was not too bad. It's not the worst thing ever. I like the accessories, and also that I mentioned just yet. You have free cam mode. Now I'm dressed up. This is really helpful because sometimes I don't even know why I'm coloring, and I can use the camera to rotate around and figure out what I'm doing. And yeah, I think the devs also organized the patterns a bit better. Like there's finally a red pattern texture now, so we don't have to scroll for years, which I think is pretty awesome. I think this is one of the better updates. I would give it about a good 6.5 out of 10. Yeah. Also, they had weekly hairs, but they kind of stopped that, so meh. So, here's Tile Glow update. For every singular bad thing I could say about it, there's a good thing. And for every good thing I could say, there's a bad thing. What do I mean by this? Well, alright, so we started on Tile Glow with a throne room / dungeon update. First, you go into the dungeon and you do a little bit of quests. But I won't spoil the whole thing because I think you already know what you're doing by now. And then you'll go to the throne room once you're done with all that. And yeah. And you'll do an obby. If you get to the top, there's a whole bunch of chests. If you go to the bottom, there's another chest. Yeah, it was pretty much a good update for the chest hunters and stuff. So yeah, it's okay. It's good. Now, here's the next part of Tile Glow that I kind of aged really poorly. Art class. To say that art class is an objectively bad update will be lying. It's objectively mid now, but back then it was actually kind of good. For example, in art class, you can collect these little borders once you get long enough and been playing long enough, which is a good update. However, my biggest criticism is they made art class into a quest. We already knew this was coming, but the idea that art class will be a quest will really piss some people off, and it pissed me off too, because... Alright, so let me explain how the quest works. So the quest, essentially, everyone has to guess what you're drawing. Every single person. Even the people who just load it in. And that could be bad, because some people are too busy to guess. Some people purposely don't guess. It's really a whole thing. And that's why I don't really like quests that involve friends or other people. Similar to Study Sesh, you have to rely on others for your quest. They don't really get much more. Okay, they do get something in return for art class, like XP, but it's not as if they really are motivated to. Unless, they're actually playing art class. Which, I feel as if that's the reason why I aged so poorly. Because I'm mostly becoming quest grinding now. And I feel like if there wasn't a quest, I feel like people will warm up to it more. Might actually go there way more if people aren't so focused on trolling and pretty much all of that. So here's the next. I think these are actually the only Campus 3 roles we got this year. Like literally nothing else related to Campus 3 came out that I know of. So, oh lord, here's the toys. The toys came out in July of 2024. First, it was the Vault doll. It was a limited edition worth only 1,500 copies. Most of the Royale High community did not like it, particularly because of the company that sell these toys. Although everyone forgot about that like 3 weeks later when the new toys came out. Because of one Twitter thread. Or they were just like, nah, I'm gonna buy the toys. You guys were looking for a reason to buy the toys. Don't pretend. Yeah, I know. So, I personally still don't like the toys. This is gonna make a lot of people mad, but yeah. I feel like the toys really destroyed the economy more than any Halo. Like, at least with Everfriend and Dark Fairy, there was a chance, but now with the toys, you pretty much are guaranteed a Halo and at least a lot of diamonds. And that can be a problem because everything's going to be more expensive to deal with to balance it out. Because, you can't ever have easy stuff in this game. You have to work for it, silly. So that's why people complain about inflation. I think they complain too much, but hey, it's a natural part of life. Inflation is natural. The only reason why deflation has started this year is because of the toys, and there hasn't been much diamond content besides like 2 sets. And don't say the advent names. You and I both know you're gonna buy them for 500 diamonds on Trading Hub anyway. So, yeah. Title Glow is such a 50-50 opinion. There's more stuff I haven't mentioned, but it's not really gonna change my opinions and thoughts. Yeah. Next, we have Evening Fall 2024. Okay, so for the record, I just want to say this was a cute concept. I like the aesthetic. I don't like the gameplay. Alright, so let me explain why I don't like the gameplay. I don't like the concept of having a server hop all the time because the festival ends because it's time locked. And it was just probably done for more role-playing purposes, but I'm not really a role player anymore. And I think Royale High is forgetting that most of their community, or at least the people who actually play more, are actually older people. And that's not bad. Older people can role play too, but it's like they tried too much too late kind of deal. For example, if they were to try more of this, like last year, years ago, I think they would have been successful. But now, it's not really successful because everyone again has grown out of it, and it's kind of hard for new players to get the grasp of Royale High. So yeah, Evening Fall, meh. So there was a little pre-update where you can collect candy by going to candy pools, but I don't think that really justifies the lack of actual farming methods that are actually decent and don't take a whole lot of server hopping. So yeah, Glitter Frost 2024. How do you make an update that's somehow worse than Evening Fall? I won't say worse, but it's definitely more boring. Because what do you even... Alright, so again, Glitter Frost version of Campus 3 came back. And yeah, it's good. Oh yeah, and stuff. But see, here's my... I don't really have any problems with the Glitter Frost update per se, but it's just generally boring. Like, we did get a diamond set finally, but it's just been so boring. Like the snowboarding, it gives you XP. You don't really get much when you're done, except for like 2 badges, which was only because of the Roblox event. So yeah. Oh yeah, and the devs introduced this currency called Cloud Currency, which you literally only get by logging in. You get like 200 a day if you have a higher login streak, and there's this Fountain Girl set, and that's for Cloud Currency, of course. So yeah, I actually want the Fountain Girl set to be tradable, because truthfully, you know how fun it would be if I didn't have to wait almost about 6 to 7 months for a set. And honestly, I'm going from most expensive to least expensive right now because I feel like that would be easier to deal with in general. So yeah. I feel like a lot of the Royale High community really just don't. I feel like they defend the updates too much. Like, it's okay to admit that an update's bad. It's not as if you're saying the devs are terrible at their job or anything. Now, Barbie and Lawrence are, but not the rest of the devs. So yeah, I feel like this year was definitely pattern breaking. Like, Royale High did not follow up on any patterns this year that I know of. Like, for example, we did get an Everfriend set, we got a flooring set, which is good. And most of the sets out here have been toy sets. And then after that, most of it, we did get a little bit of a set with steampunk, but it wasn't diamonds, it was candy currency, which is fine, but anyways. And then we got a diamond set, finally. Summit Shredder set, or whatever it's called. And it's okay. It's an okay set. I wouldn't use it 24/7, but it's okay. It's okay enough for the price it is. I mean, it's just a little over 100,000 at 122,000, I think. Which isn't that bad, honestly. I think it's actually a good price. I think the devs knew. I think the devs remembered that half the community doesn't really have diamonds like the rest of us. So yeah. That's all for this video. If you have really any other opinions, leave them below. I didn't talk about KOS 4 because it's an alpha. And I don't really talk about stuff in alpha. Bye.